A very good evening, Zimbabwe. You are listening to Studio 7 from the Voice of America in Washington, and this is Gibbs on Livetalk.
And I'm Marvellous Mhlanga Nyahuye this Monday, January the 24th, 2022, broadcasting from my home in Washington, D.C., due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Tonight on Livetalk, we are talking about COVID-19 and the launching of a new party in Zimbabwe.
Talking about COVID-19, Gibbs, the Ministry of Health has got the latest numbers coming up, and it seems that this new Omicron variant might be slowing down. As of yesterday, the ministry reports that there are 75 new cases and 2 deaths. And currently, vaccinated people stand at 4.2 million in the country.
Yes, Marvellous. According to the Ministry of Health, there are 3.2 million people who have received their second dose of the COVID-19 vaccine. And in Zimbabwe, since March last year, 228,254 people have actually contracted COVID-19, and there are 213,299 people that have recovered. And at the same time, COVID-19 has killed about 5,290 people in the country. And as far as the ministry is concerned, there's a recovery rate of 93% in the country. So then we turn to politics. You know, Marvellous, there's a big political move by
Yes.
Nelson Chamisa, who has formed what is called the Citizens Coalition for Change. So this is a new political party, and he says they went to ZEC to register the party, and initially the difficulties, because this what ZEC was saying, Chamisa leads MTC Alliance. So, but at the end of the day, he said hopefully everything will be registered and things will go in a good way. And he says this is a public movement.
Yes, Gibbs, we saw big news coming out of Harare today. A lot of political analysts have been weighing in and trying to see whether this is a good move for the Chamisa-led Citizen Coalition for Change, CCC. So it will be interesting to see as we go along what exactly their mandate is, what their new color is, and stuff like that.
Yeah, so they say their color is yellow. Color yellow, they love it. It looks attractive, and he said it emphatically that yellow means new dawn, new change, new everything. And this party is by and for the people. So he's very happy about what is going on. So now I'm happy that we are joined by one guest already who is here to talk about that issue. Marvellous, let me see whether I can bring him right now so that
Yes.
we can discuss and talk really about what is going on. Can you introduce the guest?
Yes, we've got Mr. Tawanda Jokora, who is the chairman for North America here in America. So welcome to you, Mr. Jokora.
Marvellous, thank you so much for having me here. Magadi Murie Zimbabwe, Yakaterera.
We see today it seems like the dawn of a new era. Tell us a little bit about how you arrived at this name as former MDC Alliance.
Yes, it's a new dawn, new era, and it's a response to the people. The people spoke, the citizens spoke. The citizens were urging the MDC leadership to change its name, and the MDC leadership has shown that it is indeed a listening leadership. President Nelson Chamisa has shown that he is the president who listens to the people, and hence we now have a citizen-driven political dispensation, a new political dispensation, which is called Citizens Coalition for Change, CCC. I think it's something that the people who align with very easily. We're talking about the Citizens Convergence for Change lately. So now we have the Citizens Coalition for Change, and we welcome it.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Dzokora. Hold on there. Let's hear what Chamisa said when he was presenting, this party to the public today in Harare. And this video, courtesy of the Citizens Coalition for Change.
Take it. We have a new color in town. Gold. Yellow. Yellow, yellow. We said, you want Chisa Mbamba Chisa? Fine. Chisa, longe. We want to go to Ayukuba Chisa Mbamba Chisa. Chisa Ngali. We are focusing on the new. And we're going to introduce the new. We've said we are number one in the country.
Oh, yes.
We are number one in the country. That's why we have been fought, because champions are fought by mediocrity. We are number one.
Yes.
This one. We are number one. I saw some people say, no, it's not a symbol. This is just how we greet each other. We are number one.
Number one.
You can't stop us.
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 Number one.
It's a done deal. That is the direction. Of course, we'll unveil all the other things, programs, the necessary colors, and all the other values that we have to share. But it's a big tent. It's an omnibus. Everybody. Ibhazi remunhu wese, ichechi epasi pemuti haizari. Come, let us reason together. Come and join this great movement, a citizen movement. Come and join this elephant and a giant of an organization. No more are we doing Chisa, what? No. We've moved. It's part of our history. It's no longer part of the future. In fact, the MDC cannot be the government of this country. In our old self, in its current state or future state, the future is here. Yes. We represent the new government.
Yes.
You are looking at the new government.
Oh, yes.
Thank you, colleagues, members of the press. I'm so humbled by the number of journalists who have come. Thank you, and may God bless you. May God bless Zimbabwe. Thank you, Zimbabwe, for your patience. I appreciate. You have waited. We told you the baby is coming. You wanted to see the baby. So yes, citizens, coalitions for change. We are having citizens coming together. It's a citizen affair. It's a citizen in the
Right, Marvellous, there you are. He says, this is a citizen's affair. Ndazibonela lapho Zulukandaba. Nelson Chamisa uyakhuluma kulapha ngokuthi i-MDC Alliance kayisekho engqondweni yakhe. MDC Alliance sihambe labo Monzora labo Makhuphe yena sekubonayo ke ukuthi kumele asebenze ku-Citizens for Change. Futhi ke ibandla leli Marvellous libunjwe abantu. Futhi ke ibandla leli kalibunjwanga nguye. So uthi ulalela abantu bekhuluma abantu bangena khonapha ke bathi ke hayi asilungiseni phela sibona ukuthi kuya ngaphi konke lokho. So sebelungisile sebemele ukuthi bethove ukuthi i-Citizens Coalition for Change ibandla kumele sibenzele umuntu. Abantu bonke benza njani umuntu ngabe jayi kumbe slogan ukuthi aso slogan kodwa one symbol nje. So singazi ukuthi kuhamba njani. Lapho kodwa ke ukwakhuluma ukuthi izekhi kade ngayifuni ukuthi baregister. So ithiwa izekhi kade sithi hayi phela wena Chamisa we umuntu we-MDC Alliance akuzamani. Ukubona amakhala zakho futhi wabanika wathiwa sesicela kubona i-constitution yakho wabanika sesicela lokhu nalokhu ukuthi bahlale isikhathi eside sibili bakhomvisa ukuthi hayi phela leli bandla elitsha. Uyabona khonapha Marvellous.
Aiwa apo tirikunzwaisu mutungamiri webato itsva vaNelson Chamisa vativo aiwa vambosiya matomu ekunge vari kuMDC Alliance vave vakuCitizens Coalition for Change CCC. Saka apo tirikunzwa vachitaura ivo kuti zviri kufamba sei. Ngaititeerere.
Woti siqhubekele phambili sizwe ke uthi uChamisa ukhuluma isiya phambili esithini ngodaba lolu. So siyabe silokho silithambela khonokho.
We are the door to the future. We are the way to the future. What? CCC. Citizen Convergence, Citizen Coalition for Change. Because we are converging all citizens. This is who we are, and I'm so happy for those who have come. Thank you very much, and I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I'm going to take just a few questions. As usual, may you kindly just identify yourself, give us your name, your media house, and one quick short question. Yes, sir.
Tafumani from Fly Media. Is it the norm that when you submit a new name, they ask for your election manifesto, or it is the first time it has happened to you, or it is what happens to everyone else who goes to register with SEC?
Well, a constitution, I suppose. It's not backed by the law. It's whims and caprices. But it's also panic. They were expecting us to come with MDC Alliance, to come with MDC so and so, and then we are entangled in numerous and endless legal fights. We are no longer interested in that. We're a new baby.
Thank you.
So it's not the norm. But I think it's being done because they are panicking. But we don't understand why ZEC would panic on behalf of our opponent.
Yes.
Because our competitor is not ZEC, it's Zanu.
Yes.
Yes, we know they share a Z, but please let it end there.
Thank you very much. You've heard the president of the Citizens Coalition for Change. They are panicking. Yes.
Yes, my name is Blessed Mhlanga, Newsday and HSTV. I just wanted to note that there are still MPs in Parliament who have been backing your leadership. One of them is just behind you. Now that you have changed your party name, does that not affect his continued stay in Parliament?
Certainly not. That's what we have told you. We have told you that we are putting the citizens back at the center. It is the citizens who voted the MPs who are in Parliament.
There you are, Marvellous. So we'll continue, screening some of these shots, in which Chamisa is expressing his kind of feelings about what is going on, in terms of the Citizens for Change. So we know that there's a lot okwenzakalayo khonapha. Ukhuluma ukuthi bazimisele Marvellous ukuthi bangene embusweni njalo sebenomdladla ukuthi basebenzele abantu. So nxa kunjalo ke singazi ukuthi kuyahamba njani, kodwa ke phela kukhona okungenzakala, kodwa hayi siyabona ukuthi bazimisele Marvellous.
Aiwa, tiri kunzwapo vaChamisa vachitaura ivo vanga vari kubvunzwa mibvunzo nevatori venhau kuti zvakureva here kuti hamucharwisane neMDC Alliance yaThokozani Kupe kana kuti yavamonzora. Ivo vakabva vapindura vachiti aiwaka kana pakaita mupurisa mumwe chete mutsva hazvireve kuti kana paine tsotsi haichaba zvakare. Saka ndo zvavapindura vachiti vakati ivo panga pasina kurwisana kwavo ivo zvinhu zvanga zviri kungoitwa mumadandemutande uyezve kumapepanhau eHerald nekuZBC. Saka vanhu vabva vasekawo ipapo vachiti regai tinzwe zviri kutaura navaChamisa Gibbs.
Yes, let's hear some more from Nelson Chamisa, because there's a lot that he said, and under such circumstances, let's give him a platform to express his views on some of these things.
Nobody has the right to tamper with the mandate of the citizen. If they so choose, so be it. And these MPs are not worried because they were chosen by the people and not by these pretenders, tricksters, and deceivers. They were chosen by the people. So we are not going back. These are tough decisions and we are ready.
Thank you very much. Since 2018 elections, we have been talking about the legitimate aspect for the previous poll. Now that you are coming in as a new party, are you abandoning that question of legitimacy is part of the grievances in solving this crisis? I hear you talk about 2023. Are you abandoning that crisis?
Does a thief stop being a thief because there's a new police office?
Yes.
Thank you, Conrad.
Sure, you're well answered there, Newsroom Africa. I'm just going to ask two more questions. Are there any women journalists amongst us with a question? Okay. If not, gentleman at the back. Anna for the first time doesn't have a question. Yes, sir.
My name is Tawanda Jokora from ZBC.
Thank you, Bruce. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you. After a prolonged fight for the name MDC, can we simply say that we have accepted defeat?
My dear brother, let me tell you, there was never a fight. So you constructed a fight in the Herald at ZBC.
Yes.
You constructed a fight at ZANU-PF headquarters with your Arakashi Twitter handler. That's where you constructed that fight. There's never been a fight. But there's been confusion sponsored by the state. And thanks to Thokozani Kupe for telling us what has been happening behind the curtains. That there has been a honky-dory affair between our colleagues, our SY colleagues, and Mr. Mhlanga. And that whatever has happened is sponsored and coordinated. That's why for the first time you see a purportedly opposition person going to have tea at State House. Not that is bad. If there's mutual respect, that's how the nation must go forward. No country is governed by one side. In fact, countries and governments are two sides, the leading party and the alternative party. But the problem is that Mr. Mhlanga has been trying to shoot at straws, creating his own government-organized opposition. We don't have any problem here. People know the alternative. The opposition
There you are, Marvellous.
are defined
Some of
in
the
general elections.
most hilarious
In
ones.
2018,
Yeah,
the
you
people
know, Chamisa
defined
talking about
who should be
if-
governed.
if-
It's us.
if-
But they went to
and
the
politics,
courts
you know.
and switched
Some of
sides.
these things they made, you
Brought us
know,
into the opposition.
and
We
that's
said,
how
fine.
he responded.
We
Well,
know
about
Yes,
that legitimacy
ekhuluma
is
ngokuthi
always
hey
going to buffet
ungaze-ke ukuthi isela
When you have a
lilisela
legitimate
aliphonge
problem,
ukuyekela
you
nje
can't
ukusela
solve
balo
potholes.
ngoba sokubuye
When you
ipholisa
have a
liphothaphotha
legitimate
kwabethusi
problem, you can't
so
fix
utsho
law.
njalo-ke Marvellous.
Hey,
When you have a
watanzi
legitimate problem,
kwashokare
you can't
apo
even fix the
vachamisa
salaries of
vabvunzwa
civil
ivo
servants.
kuti ko slogan
Because
yenye kuti ngaapinde
we know
mukomana ngaapinde
that legitimacy is
muchaisiya
always
here
going to
kana
buffet
kuti
you.
zvinofamba sei vakati
When
aiwa
you have a
kana
legitimate
mukanditariso
problem, you can't
nditoro
solve
mukomana
problems.
saka iyoyo ichitoenderera mberi
When you
nayo.
have a
So
legitimate problem, you
interesting
can't fix
take
laws.
there. One of the journalists
When you have a
asked him what
legitimate
are they
problem,
going
you
to
can't
do?
even fix the
That
salaries of civil
slogan,
servants.
ngaapinde mukomana.
Because
So
you
he
don't
said,
have
I'm
the
still a young
contract
man, so we
with the
are
citizens.
going ahead with that slogan.
But if you give
as
us
we
just
move
a week,
along.
Bruce,
So
Yes,
interesting.
driving a beautiful
very
car,
interesting. So
caters
before
of
we
the new
bring in
government.
some analysts and
That is
others,
who we are.
let's continue
So
on the
there's never
interview
been a
and
fight.
actually fill it up
Historical
and hear
fights shall
what
continue
he
to be
said.
there where they belong. If you leave your house kusaragwa adongo, fine for wapawaningi, but I no longer stay there. But kana kune nyaya dzomusha tinodzokera kumusha ikoko kunotanda ngozi kuti tisatikanganisa our newly found home. And vanoenda ikoko vanoenda, but we have a new start. In any event, it is a shell. Without us, there's nothing there. Look at it. You know, watch the space. I know most of the colleagues who are there. I know them, their capacities. I worked with them, and I wish them well.
Are you living behind Gabinda Agemgoma?
That one we want. This is the Mkomana, so you can. The young man is here.
Advocate Chamisa, you say that everything now is new. There are certain statements or allegations that have been made in the past that your party, MDC Alliance, that you've now left, was infiltrated heavily. Now you have started a new thing, a new baby has been born. Is this new baby coming with the hairs that are coming from the past, the infiltration?
Well,
who is going to deputize you? Because we have just said you're the president. Who are you deputy?
Well, you'll have the right step at the right time.
Yes.
You'll see the leadership structure, you'll see everything. For now, you are seeing the head.
Yes.
Don't ask for the neck.
Mm.
There can never be a head without a neck. So there's enough organ structure supporting this head. But we've just shown you the face.
Yes.
Now you're saying, no, we want to see where's your tail. We're a beast. That's what I fight for change in this country. We've shown you our face and the other organs you will see. Beast legs and the beast tail. Everything. But now we are talking about infiltration. You know, nobody infiltrates an ineffective organization. What it shows is that we are a big game changer in this country.
Yes.
If you look at the money that has been spent on fighting us and destroying us, but guess what? We are still standing. We're withered the storm. You would build a new town or a new city. just to divert the resources that have been deployed against us. They will continue to try and infiltrate. Any living organism can't live without infiltrating external viruses or bacteria. But it is our inbuilt immune system that is going to save us. And that is born from the philosophy we have of the citizens, but also the conviction we have, the purity of the heart and the purity of our minds in terms of fighting for change in this country. We have not wavered. Some people say, have you abandoned Shangri's legacy? Far from it. Shangri's whispers are still very fresh in my ears. And that continues to be the inspiration as we go forward. It's not about the institution. It's about this hope for the future that we continue to care. Of course, the past we bury. The future we construct. I hope I've answered.
Thank you. Yes, sir, in the blue, and then we'll come back to the gentleman next.
I think let's have 3 last ones.
Just 3 last ones.
We've had a nice afternoon.
Yeah, sure. Okay, my name is Pinay from ENC. Mr. Chamisa, thousands of Zimbabweans are flocking to South Africa, searching for jobs and better life. What's your comment and what's your word to them?
Well, this is a very serious issue. I'm extremely concerned. We're extremely concerned. We're in the process. In fact, we've done a lot of further engagements at governmental level, at party level with the ANC to try, because it's the governing party in South Africa, to try and do an understanding of our
Right, Marvellous uyazwela lapha ke uyakhuluma uChamisa ukuthi hayi ubona kwabo into abayenzayo inhle kakhulu njalo basebenzela uZulu ukuthi ke khona kuke ukuthi ngaphinde mkomana uthi phela ungumfana phela so kuyislogan asitshintshanga ngaphinde uthi islogan lezi sivela abantwini asivele kuye so ukuthi ngaphinde mkomana so ngokutsho kwakhe uthi hayi phela usisengumntwana so kumele abe lokho umkomana uthi liyambona uthi nganani kunjalo
aiwa apo tiri kunzwa vaChamisa vari kuenda mberi vachitaura ivo pamusoro pebato ravo idzva vachitsanangura zvakare kuti zvichafamba sei munguva yemangwana kuti vabvunzwa kuti saka vanenge vachikutevedzera naye ndivanani vakati aiwa imbomirai ndichazouya ndichikudzai zvese izvozvo munguva inotevera saka ndo zvanga zviri kuitika
sizwe ke ilast bit naleyi ke Marvellous singakavisa abantu sizwe ukuthi qhubekela phambili esithini ke uChamisa khonapha ke ekudleni.
I'm going to take just one more question, sorry, because of our time. We do need to disperse. So, sir, I'll take that one question and then we'll close the proceedings for today.
My name is Mhlanga with Newsday. Considering that the resources are always limited.
Please, sir, speak up. Considering
that the resources are always limited, what strategies are you going to use to ensure that someone in Bora's area is much aware of all the changes?
The greatest resource in any human existence is being resourceful. And we are very resourceful. Our people are our resilience. Yes. The citizens are our resilience. They thought that they had taken everything. Guess what? The citizens are driving this. They are oiling this machinery. You saw, I have not yet received that vehicle because I can't go and ask for something that has been given by citizens. But they bought a vehicle out of their own initiative, not being asked by the organization. That's the competence of our citizens. And they're going to do much more. They even said we are going to raise some money to make sure that you have money for the countries. I said, look, we are not going to ask for it, but when you give it, thank you. That's what the citizen philosophy is all about. When you go to people you may think that people in the rural areas don't know what they are doing. The reason why Zanu panics like a snake when we go into the rural areas is because they know they have no support. Nobody beats up people who support them.
Yes.
Where there's love and affection, there's no violence. Violence is evidence of evaporated love. So, don't worry about people in the rural areas. They know the message. In fact, they are ahead of us. Gapi Mkomana came from ordinary people. It's not even a party slogan, but it's a citizen initiative. They are saying Gapi Mkomana. And most people think about this young man. No. Gapi Mkomana is a symbolism of the people of Zimbabwe saying that this is the opportunity we have for change. When this young man gets in, our issues are resolved. intelligence, they saw what we did in the inclusive government. We fixed the ICT problem right now. You know that you go everywhere with coverage, though we are still to do so much. We will do it. Give me a chance, Mr. Mhlanga. 1 week you will see this country different. You will be the first beneficiary. Thank you, fellow colleagues. May God bless me a chance, Mr. Mhlanga. God bless Zimbabwe.
Yakhuluma lapho Mhlanga kumele amnike ithuba lokuthi avuse ngoba uthi yena njengomkomana umfana nje usakhula ulakuta kukhulu okuningi Marvellous.
vakwanise kunge vachipinda pachigaro vhiki rekutanga chairo uyezve vakataura ivo kuti ivo vaMnangagwa ndivo vachatotanga kunakirwa nezvavanenge vagadzirisa kana vachinge vapinda panyanga. Saka ndo zvavari kutaura ivo kuti zvinhu zvakawanda munyika hazvisi kufamba zvakanaka semaonero avo. Ndosaka vafunga kuti aiwa regai vatange bato idzva iri kuitira kuti vakwanise kunge vachizopinda. Vataura ivo kuti pamaby elections ari kuita muna machi vari kupinda, ndo zita ravanenge vari kutoshandisa. Pane avhunza zvakare mutori wenhau akati saka muchaita sei kuti vanhu vari kumamisha nyanya vazive kuti hamuchashandisa zita renyu rekudhara. Vakati aiwa isusu tinoshanda nevanhu, saka vanhu ivavo vatinoshanda navo ndivo vachafambisa shoko. Vakataura zvakare kuti pane mari yakawanikwa iyo ichiunganidzwa nevanhuwo zvavo yekuti vatengerwe mota. Saka vakataura kuti vanhu ivavo vakavavimbisa zvakare kuti vachabatsira kuitira kuti pawanikwe mari ichazoshandiswa panguva ichauya sarudzo. Vakataura ivo kuti semunhu akapiwawo yatingati iye chipo havagone kuti vavhunze kuti zvaapapi, asi vari kufara nemabatiro ari kuita vanhuwo zvavo munyaya dzekuti vabatsire bato ravo idzva iri.
Mr. Dzokora, so here we are today, a new party, a new dawn, new colors, new everything. Where are you going with all this?
Musangano wedu wagara uri musangano wevanhu unogara muvanhu. Saka kwatiri kuenda ndo kwakanaka pane kwatiri kubva. Tanzwa President Chamisa vachitaura kuti taakusiya zvakare, taakutambira zvinyowani zvauya izvi. Saka zvatatora nhasi, zvatatanga nhasi, mwana azvarwa nhasi uyu achatisvitsa muZimbabwe itsva iri kuuya iko zvino. Saka toda kutenda vana veZimbabwe vakataura, vakateerera, utungamiri hwemusangano hukateerera. We have heard some leaders saying the voice of the people is the voice of God, and the voice of God is the voice of the people. But here we have seen the application of that, when the people speak, you as a leader, you must listen. So the leadership of the Citizens Coalition for Change has listened to the people, and like President Chamisa was rightly saying, the people of Zimbabwe are going to ensure that everyone knows about the new yellow, about the new baby that was born today. If you see today on social media, everything has just turned to yellow. It's a yellow revolution that has taken over social media. If WhatsApp and Facebook don't break down today, I don't know if they ever will, because it's just the yellow, and I've called it a yellow revolution that has started, that is going to usher Zimbabweans into a new Zimbabwe come 2023. And I also should add that I think the timing was very strategic. It was very right, especially as we're going towards the forthcoming by-elections. You can see the excitement that has been generated, the momentum that has been generated by the announcement of the name, just 2 months before the by-elections. It's just going to take over the country. I think this was a master stroke by President Chamisa and the leadership.
Yes, we are going to call Mr. Joseph Chuma of Zanu PF shortly, in some few seconds, so that he can join the show. So go ahead, Marvellous.
Tiri ipapo vamwe vanoti asi pane nguva here yekuti mukwanise kuwana nguva yekuti vanhu vazive nezvekala idzva, zita idzva, titarise kuti maby elections ariko muna March uyezve general election iriko gore rinouya.
Musangano uri muvanhu, zvese zviri kuitika izvi zviri muvanhu ndo zvichaita kuti zviite nyore kuti shoko rifambe. Ipapa apa pandatobva ndakachitoudza vanhu kuti munhu wese tumidzira vanhu 20 nhasi usati warara, tumidzira vanhu 20 zita idzva nezvese zvataurwa naPresident Chamisa nhasi. Ndo zviri kutoitika izvozvi. Shoko riri kufamba, vanhu vari kufambisa shoko. Imimi veVOA toda kukutendai nekuti ndimi munotisvitsira mashoko akanyanyisa akawandisa kuvanhu vari kumaruva. Saka kutotaura kwamuri kutoita ikoku, shoko riri kutofamba. Ivo vari kumaruzevha vari kufambisawo shoko, pavanonzwa paVOA vanobva vaendesa kune vamwewo zvakare.
Yes, I think now we're joined by Mr. Joseph Chuma. He is the former member of parliament for Pelandaba Bupoma in Bulawayo. Welcome to the program, Mr. Chuma.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Gibbs. Good evening, everybody on the panel, and good evening, Zimbabwe.
Thank you very much. Now, Mr. Chamisa has actually formed a new political party, the Citizens Coalition for Change. What's your take on that?
Very, very good of him. That is good. At least we have something to look forward to as Zimbabwe. We're now so tired of the MDCs that are countless. MDCN, MDCT, MDCs 99 and stuff like that. I'm just praying that we are not going to start seeing another CCCB, CCCN, CCCQ and stuff like that. I hope this time around they'll organize themselves and become a formidable party, because as a ruling party, yes, we definitely need a homegrown opposition party that will proffer solutions for Zimbabwe and not be used as puppets or anything else. So it's always a very good move if people come out sincerely and do something that is good. Let's hope this time around they'll be true to Zimbabwe first than anything else.
Yeah, Baba Chuma, sicela usifakele ngesindebele ukuthi umnumzana uNelson Chamisa uselebandla elitsha ukubona njani konke lokho.
Well, kuyabongeka Mthembu. Into enhle nxa ujaha esethe wabona akusizi ubana bebehlale lokhu besilwa. Nangu bese sibona o-MDC lapha bese bhazuka babhazuka yazi wasuka from MDC TNQZ wathi esesibonga ukukhulekela nje ukubona asiqashe ukubona futhi amadrama lawana. So kahle utawona CCCB, CCCC, CCCT, CCC whatever. I hope this time around bazasinika into elohlozi ngoba thina njengebandla elibusayo siyakukhwabathela kakhulu ukuba nama-opposition, kodwa sithanda futhi ubana sikuqonqosela sifuna ama-opposition awalapha kwelakithi eZimbabwe ahambisa udaba lwethu olomsundo abantu abamnyama balapha eZimbabwe ukwenzela ukuthi khona kube ngama-checks and balances, kusiyenze lapho singa-relaxi siqale on our toes, and at the end of the day we serve abantu eZimbabwe ngendlela epheleleyo. Athi ama-shortcuts kumbe ama-half. So nxa bebuya sibili beyi-opposition ezimisileyo ukwenza umsebenzi wabantu balapha eZimbabwe kuyamukeleka kakhulu usibili aso ntembi yiyo phela idemocracy yakhona. Manje pho thina silibandla eli-democratic, silibandla elifunayo ukubana kona into zonke zilandele imithetho ekhona kwelakithi lapha eZimbabwe.
Yeah, Marvellous, can you chip in there?
Ndatida kuvunza kuti vaChuma munoona sei zvataona zvichiitika nhasi kuti vaNelson Chamisa vazivisa ivo kuti vava nebato idzva uyezve kuti vachange vari kupinda muma-by-elections then general election vachishandisa zita rinyowa.
Sorry, anawuzokuzwa zvakanaka makamakati.
Uyabuza ukuthi ungakufaka ngesishona khonokho-ke ukuthi kubona njani okwenzakeleyo okaChamisa.
Okay. Zvinhu zvakanaka chaizvo zvaitika nhasi. Tinomuti makorokoto omukomana Nelson Chamisa nezvaaita. Isusu tinogara tichitaura kuti tinoshuvira chaizvo kuita kuti ma-oppositions auye, asi ari ma-oppositions ari kufambira nyaya dzemuno muZimbabwe. Kwete ma-oppositions anoda kuti vana veZimbabwe vashungurudzike sezvavaita under MDC kuti vanokumbira ma-sanctions nezvinhu zvakadaro zvatoshungurudza munhu wese at the end of the day. Ivavo vanhu vacho ndo vanhu vacho hamuna muchida kumirira asi muchiita kuti vashungurudzike. Saka ndovimba kuti this time around hatizozoona zvatakaona zveMDC kuti akauya awanda maMDC acho kwaita maMDC-T, maMDC-N, maMDC-chichi akawana zvokuti zvokutogumisira kwaita confusion. Saka tingosvivira nekunamata kuti CCC yacho iyi ngaizoti mangwana yonzi CCC-C, CCC-T, CCC-B, CCC-G. I hope this time around vachatipa chinhu chakakodzera kuitira kuti isusu as ruling party tiwanewo an opposition ine shuviro rekuti vanhu vezimbabwe vararame zvakanaka nekuitita machecks and balances and keeping us on our toes, kwete zviyanzira zvanga zvichiitika kuMDC yavanga vanayo.
Kodwa nxa sukukhangela sibili ubona ngazani kule nguquko abazayibisa kumbe kuyabe kumenjani kase ngesilungu kwesuphosela isindebele khonapho ngamafutshane. Yeah, so do you see any change coming in terms of what they're promising? They're saying this is a new dawn, this is a new era, this is the time for citizens. Do you see any change coming?
Well, talk is very cheap, Mr. Dube. They've said it, and we're here. And the good thing is that now technology, there's internet, there's radio like yours. We should mark their words and see if going to walk the talk. Because talking is one thing, but doing is a totally different thing, and doing is what really matters most. So time shall tell. The journey has begun. Let us go. Let's see how far they see if they are the unity, the cause of Zimbabwe on how they want it to be run and how its people can and stuff. We are yet and just see. And like I said, I don't want to wish always everybody good. So good luck to them and let us watch.
Yes, so be where you are because you are breaking a little bit. So don't move around. So let's go to Mr. Tawanda Jokora. Marvellous.
Manzwa zvataurwa navachuma kuti hanzi hatizoona here mangwana bato idzva iri CCC yaCCC A B C D. Vari kuti ivose vanhu veZanu-PF vanotoda kuti pave paine competition asi vanga vasiri kunyatsofadzwa nezvanga zviri kuitika panga pane MDC alliance nekupatsanuka kwanga kuri kuita bato. Hazvizoenderera mberi here mubato idzva iri?
Zvinotoshamisa kuti vachuma vari kutaura vachiita kunge vari kunzwa tsitsi kana kuti vari kuda zvaitika nhasi izvi. Tikutoziva kuti vari kutsva mwoyo, vari kurwadzikana nezviri kuitika izvi. Vanenge vachiita zvavanenge vachiita kuti mapato apatsurane, vatadze kuwana vanhu, vatadze kuziva kuti voita sei, vopedzisira Zanu-PF yati wanei zvakawanda pamavhota. Asi ndataura nyaya iyoyo, let me just respond quickly to what Mr. Chuma said. The leadership of the party, President Nelson Chamisa, and before him, the founding father, Mr. Changai, none of them have ever asked for sanctions for Zimbabwe. Mr. Chuma and Zanu-PF know why we have sanctions in Zimbabwe. In fact, Zanu-PF is the biggest sanction that we have in Zimbabwe. And then going forward about the possible splits that he is speculating about it's not going to happen. We know what's going on. We know the mistakes that we have made in the past. But more importantly, we now know our enemy better. We know the cause of the splits. We know the cause of the problems that have been bedeviling the MDC alliance and the MDC. I think you heard Makupe talking a few days ago, saying, confessing that Zanu-PF has been parceling out money, giving millions of dollars to political leaders so that they destabilize President Nelson Chamisa. They don't want President Nelson Chamisa on the ballot box. And if you go a few years back, you also remember that the Sunday News or the Sunday Times in South Africa had a headline that was screaming that Zanu-PF had allocated $6 million so that that money could be used to destabilize the MDC alliance and in particular President Nelson Chamisa. And you also know that Zanu-PF has been trying through the parliament of Zimbabwe to block President Chamisa from being on the ballot box using the age limit that they don't want anyone who is below the age of 50. I've never heard anything like that, but it almost happened in Zimbabwe if it was not for the people of Zimbabwe that made noise about it. So it is clear here that the problems that we have had, that President Chamisa have had and may have, they are coming from Zanu PF. They are caused by Zanu PF. But like I said, we now know our enemy better, and we're going to guard our new baby, very jealously, so that it's not destabilized until we get to 2023. And after 2023, it will be game over because we will definitely take power in Zimbabwe in 2023. And then lastly, we know, like President Chamisa said, that it's only the strongest party, a party that has a potential to displace ZANU PF, that is infiltrated by ZANU PF. We know we are the only game in town, and that's why we are always being hunted by ZANU PF. But like the president said, we are ready, and you saw him. He is ready. Even the way he was speaking, his body language, it just showed you that this is someone who is convicted. This is someone who is now ready to deliver a new Zimbabwe to the people of Zimbabwe and lead a new Zimbabwe, to the riches that we are seeing in Zambia, in other countries, so that we have better lives, better livelihood as people of Zimbabwe.
But looking ahead, Mr. Dzokora, don't you see any other heckles, along the way? Like, this issue of infiltration and so forth. People talk about it a lot, and Chamisa actually said it's possible, it can happen, but how can you contain that? Because maybe that's why the MTC had problems in the first place.
Yes, that's why I said we now know our enemy better. We'll prepare better. President Chamisa said this is the new leadership, a new way of doing things, new culture, new strategies, and on new strategies, we'll also find a way of ensuring that we protect the new baby, we protect the Citizens Coalition for Change, and it's only going to be for a year because 2023 is just around the corner, and we know that in 2023 the citizens are going to speak, the people of Zimbabwe are going to speak. Simbare Vanu richaonekwa muna 2023.
Thank you very much. Let's bring in Mr. Joseph Chuma. Babu Chuma is telungene khonapho ke utsho ukuthi wena ubona kusiya phambili ubona ibandla leli elika Chamisa elitsha liguqula yini okuningi njengoba ele ZANU PF nalo lizama ukuthi libambe esidukwini phela umbuso kawuphakelwana njengegwayi. So lizakwenza njani ukuze ukuthi liqinile sibili ukuthi lingasuswa esikhundleni? Chuma.
Ngiyabonga Mthembo, yazi ngizwa ukudana kakhulu nxa ubona laba abantu besithi batsha bathi behold new, kodwa balokhu belengqondo ezindala, balokhu befuna ukuhlala becatsha ngomunwe, behlala befuna ukusifaka thina iZANU phakathi kwezimpi zabo, ukuze besithi iZANU PF infiltrated lokhu lalokhu wathini. I mean, let me be honest with you, as long as bengabuya belokhu bele mentality belomqondo nalowo, akola lutho abazalwenza. Ngoba khangela phela Mthembo, baqala kudala, ngesikhathi siyababa uTsvangirai esaphila, uBiti wathi ephuma kwathi usetshenziswa iZANU PF uyi-agent ubaba uNelson, uWesman Ncubela ephuma bambiza iZANU PF i-agent ye-CIO. uJobs Kalo waphuma waba MDC 99 bamenza khonoko okufana naye. Kanti pho sebephenduka laphana bake basitshela yini kona basebenze njani yini ku-CIO yankhona kumbe iZANU PF yankhona na, akukho okhona obaphumayo khonapho. Kodwa kathesi sebephinda futhi kathesi sebengena ku-new party yabo le-CCC yabo belokhu belomngqondo nalokho, okutshengisela vele ngamadlwane wodwa siyadlala la, akula lutho okuzahamba batshintsha ibizo, kodwa ama-characteristics abo abelokhu efanana, belokhu befuna ukubana begcone iZANU PF. Asilani labo thina we've got our own issues. Lathi sinje silabantwana abangamahlongandlebe, I'm sure uyababona abanye bebangibona ku-Twitter lapha kubakhona oKiller Zivu nabanye abatshiyeneyo abangabantwana bethu, esikwazi ngabantwana bethu kodwa bengamahlongandlebe bele. Silabo bona laba lesifuna ukubana sidile labo, hathi i-MDC asilani nayo thina, i-CCC yabo le asilani nayo thina, kodwa bengangena phela umngqondo nalowo ukuthi vele kucishe kufane.
Yes, tolufaya ngasilungu khona Baba Chuma.
Thank you very much. Right, I was saying that I feel so disappointed to hear the other speaker who's coming into a new party, the one so-called Behold the New, which is CCC. But here is somebody coming there into a new thing with old mentality, a wrong mentality altogether. This mentality of always wanting to lay blame to ZANU-PF for whatever befalls them. I mean, look, it's been on point and we've said it over and over again, and I'll say it again today. ZANU-PF has nothing to do with NDC. ZANU-PF has nothing to do with all the splits that happen. And ZANU-PF certainly has nothing to do with this Triple C that is coming today into town. The new kids in the block must know that they're coming in alone. If ever they mess it up, they mess it up on their own. I mean, let's go back to history, Dure. You must remember that there was once upon a time when their president was Baba Tsvangirai, and when these guys started splitting, I remember when Westman and them went out, they were called ZANU-PF and the CIO agents. When BT came out, they were called the same thing, ZANU-PF agents. And when Job Sikala came out, it was the same thing. So now, today, they are back together, and have they ever explained to us how they fared during their escapades as a CIO agent and everything like that? No. But now, they want to keep on saying that we are interfering with them. We are the ones who are causing the split and stuff like that. They ask a bit right now. Was this same ZANU-PF coming to go out of out of MDC and form PDP? And the answer is definitely no. Ask Jobs Cutter the same thing, and anybody else, they will answer you no. We have never been involved. And as long as they come in with this mentality again to this new party, it means we've done nothing. We haven't started at all. We're back to square one, and it is such a pity. I was thinking that, maybe they are coming up with new ideas and they are going to come in and be revolutionary, because it doesn't mean that being in opposition, you are not being revolutionary. You're just probably trying to proffer different ideas, different solutions and stuff like that. And it is appreciated. But if they come back again with this mentality of the old, and then yet they call themselves new, even Bible knows Ramba is. The Bible says that the old has given you a new heart. And when you get a new heart, you begin to do new things. And I was hoping that they would do the new things as well.
Marvellous.
Chuma tatu kunzwapo zviri kutaurwa izvo kuti mibato renyu reZANU-PF ndo rinombouya richizunguza bato iri ranga riripo kudhara reMDC Alliance ezvinodya paCCC. Imi munoti chii?
Isisi wangu ndakuudza chokwadi nhasi. Inini pandanzwa kunzi vakumba pati yavo nyowani CCC, ndanga ndavafarira chazvoti at least takuzowana bato rinopikisa richaita zvinhu zvemuno muZimbabwe zvinodiwa nevanhu vemuZimbabwe. Asi ndatoshamisika pandanzwa umwe anga achitaura pano echitoti ZANU-PF ndiyo inotivhiringidza chichi neizvo neizvo. Unoziva kuti ini ndafunga kuti pakubuda kwavo kuMDC uko vachipinda kuCCC vachabuda votanga zvinhu nyowani netsika nyowani. Asi tarisa vakudzokera futi kutsika dzekudhara idzo dziya dzanga dzakashata. If you remember, kudhara Baba Tsvangirai vachitonga pabato ravo iri, vakabuda vana Westman Ncube vakanzi maagent eCIO vanhu veZANU-PF. Kukabuda vana BT vakataurwa the same thing. Kukabuda vana Jobs kana vakataurwa the same thing. Asi vese vava vadzoka vakushanda vese vavo futi vari panenyu CCC. Saka vakamotiudza here kuti pakubuda kwavo ipopa vaishanda nesu here, vachishanda nesu nezvaripi, and chokwadi kuti tiripo nekuti havana kutomboshanda nesu and vanotozviziva izvozvo. Saka chikonzero chekuramba vechida kungoisa zita redu mukati menhamo dzavo tsi. Isusu nesuwo seZANU-PF tine nhamo dzeduwo, tine vana vakutotikonzeresa maheadache kuno, watinoda kutotinasogarira pasi tichiona. Hatinei nguva futi yekuti tirambe tichida kutarisa vana MDC kana kuti vana CCC vanyuwani vauya. Saka as long as vakangopinda vane mentality yekudhara yaya, it means kuti hapana zvataita, tatove back pasquare one, and zvichatotinetsa. Nhasi tinofunga kuti pamapa vatochinja maitiro chaizvo, vakachinja mafungiro kuita kuti tifambire mberi seZimbabwe.
Ameno Gibbs kara navadzokora varipo tibva tavabvunza kuti hanzi aiwa mukuda kutipema zvatisiri kuzoita.
Mr. Dzokora, what's your reaction to that?
Well, political parties are dynamic. especially democratic political parties, people may have differences. What he's describing, the people that left and came back, and especially if they came back, it shows that there is a policy of tolerance there. We have seen a lot happening in ZANU-PF of late. Not of late. All these years, ZANU-PF has changed. There are people that have broken away from ZANU-PF. If you talk of Mai Mujuru, she broke away from ZANU-PF. Dr. Shumba, we all know him, the former Mashingo, ZANU-PF Mashingo provincial chairperson, who now has his own political party. And right now we talk of G40, Jonathan Moyo, Kaskuere. They've all broken away from ZANU-PF. It happens everywhere. Right now you can see the problems that are bedeviling ZANU-PF within themselves, the provincial and the district elections that they are having, that are mad with violence, people fighting each other, denigrating each other in the public arena. All that is happening in ZANU-PF. And for him to say that we should forget everything. Yes, President Chamisa has said that we will forget the past. We are now the new. We have left the old. But we cannot be alive to the threat that is around us, the existential threat that is around us, that is ZANU-PF. We know what ZANU-PF does. We know what ZANU-PF
I don't know whether, yeah, okay.
I know you continually say that ZANU-PF is not involved, but the evidence is there. And the good thing is the people of Zimbabwe know that the ZANU-PF has been behind all the problems that President Nelson Chamisa, the MDC Alliance, and previous before him, Dr. Richard Morgan Changirai, vana vezimbabwe vanozviziva, vanogona kuuya pano paVOA voramba vomira nemakumbo nemusoro vachitaura kuti havasi kukonzeresa matambudziko ari kuitika mu-MDC sekuramba kwavanoita kuti havasiro vari kukonzeresa matambudziko ari kuita munyika, vachiuya vachiblema MDC kana kuti kublema President Chamisa nevamwe vemuleadership. Chokwadi chiripo ndechekuti ZANU-PF ndio iri kukonzeresa matambudziko ari musangano wedu. ZANU-PF ndio iri kukonzeresa matambudziko ari muZimbabwe nekutadza kutonga kwavari kuita. Ndosaka tati ngakuchiuya zvinhu zvinyowani zvitsva zvichigadzirisa matambudziko ari paya, matambudziko evanhu, vanhu vachigarawo munyika yakanaka, vamborowa sekutaura kunoita President Chamisa nembovha wemufaro. Ende zvatiri kutaura izvi zviri kuuya muna 2023 kuburikidza nesimba revanhu, kuburikidza nevanhu vari kumashure vanotsigira Citizens Coalition for Change.
What are the new things that you are going to do, Mr. Dzokora? Just two.
New vision, new way of doing things, the new smart policies that President Chamisa promised. You'll be seeing them very soon, and you will see.
And I believe that if you are launching something and you've got a manifesto, already you've got something, that you are selling to the public. So what are you selling right now?
It was launched a few hours ago.
Yeah, but when you are launching,
right now we are selling the name. We are selling Citizens Coalition for Change. That's powerful on its own.
But politically,
the new light.
Okay,
the new light that is coming.
Mr. Dzokora,
yes.
You cannot only sell a name, but
yes.
You can sell a product that is there through a name, right? So in this new product, what exactly is tangible that we can touch and say, yes, we are going to have this, briefly?
Regai ndikutaurire President Chamisa vabvunzwa mubvunzo wakafanana newoyo vakakutaurirai vakataurira vanhu kuti zviri kuuya. Let's be patient. The same way the people of Zimbabwe were patient in waiting for the name, the same way that we are all patient right now, waiting for the other good things that are coming. And very soon we'll be unveiling the new constitution, the new manifesto, and everything.
Yes, let's bring in Mr. Joseph Chuma. Mr. Chuma, can you chip in there? Is there anything new that you think is going to be coming out of this?
Well, in our Ndebele language, there is a saying which is Zenzo Ungemazwi, loosely translated to say that works and not talk. Right. So we have had the MDC for the past 21 years now, and now the CCC that has come in And like you have rightly put it should be about action. It should be about this. It should be about what they do. Because I believe that when you talk of a political movement, you are talking of a trying to better family. So which practically means that you must have solutions, you must offer solutions, and you must start doing to convince to convince the electorate, to convince everybody to say that we are coming in and we can do this, and we are capable of doing that. So now the thing is, do you want to wait until you are in power to show people what you can do, or you want to do it now while you are not yet in power so that people can see what you can do? Like, for example, they took over all the municipalities in the urban centers, and look at how things have been run down. They are the same people who are in power there because the councils are run by councillors, and their councillors belong to them, and nothing happened, and it has been clear. And that is why at this point, government has actually said, now we're coming in to try and correct the wrongdoings that are being done by these people. Because they clearly see that leaving them to do it on their own has messed it up totally. So what I'm simply trying to put across here is that why are they not doing it now before they are elected? So that when they are getting elected, you say, we're electing them because of ABCD. That they have done now while they were still outside campaigning for those votes to put them inside.
Yes, quite marvelous.
Yeah, vachuma tombotiwo risabvunzwawo iyo CCC bato idzva iri kuti ndezvipo zvavari kuunza patafura. Ko imi sezano pane zvitsvawo here zvamuri kuunza patafura? Tinoona maelections ariko gore rinouya, maby elections ariko muna March.
Right. Isusu sezanu PF zvizhinji chaizvo zvataita unoziva kuti kubvira nguva kwakapinda president wedu vanyuwani vaMhlanga up to today unogona kutoona mutsauko chaiwo uripo unopfuura nguva yese yatakatangira na1980 tina vaMugabe up to 2017. Vatanga kuita zvinhu zvakawanda. For example, let me talk of material. Tine dambudziko remvura stere kunoku, ndosaka unoona kuti makambani akawanda akavhara munomvura wayo akatanga kuzvinopfuta akuenda kune zvimwe nzvimbo nekuti kwanga kusina mvura. Makambani akawanda kuti aite produce and productive, mvura inodikanwa, magetsi anodikanwa. Saka ukatadza izvozvi gwaishaga ndeni yakatanga na1912 nevarungu vakatadza kuita anything, asi nenguva shupi iyoyi kwakangopinda vaMnangagwa tarisa dhamu ratove padhuze kupera. Ndichitotaura kudai so ndikutarisira kuti pamwe end of this year chaiye dhamu rinoda kutounza mvura munomvura wayo zvichaita kuti makambani.
But Mr. Chuma, sorry, Mr. Chuma, just 1 second. It seems that project was under Dumiso Tabengwa, so maybe ZANU-PF is taking credit from the skies. Are you not taking credit from, the Kwai Shangande dam was actually an initiative that was being pushed by Dumiso Tabengwa, and the government didn't want to hear about it during that time. So let's just put things straight here.
That's not correct at all. Comrade Dabengwa was doing a very good thing through DWAP, and DWAP was definitely supported by government and other partners that have something to do with water reticulation and stuff like that. So the support was there, but like I'm saying, definitely yes, we did not do much. That's an admission that I'm doing to say yes, we admit that even during our former president's time, Mugabe, we did not do much. But when the new president came in, so much has happened. So much work has been done. Right now, as you speak, I'm sure we're now over 80% of completion of that dam. And that shows what ZANU-PF now is doing. It's being practical now. We are saying, right, there are no jobs. And the cause of these jobs not being there was the closure of factories, because one of the components was the water issue and the disaster issue. Right now, as you speak today, I actually saw on Twitter, George Aramba and this crew, they were in Wange, looking at the refurbishments of those things. It was Unit 7 and Unit 8, if I'm not mistaken, and progress is being done properly there. And if you look at Kariba as well, things are being done properly there, which means that at the end of the day, you will see us having enough electricity and surplus to even export outside. And all these are initiatives to try and correct the issue of industry. Because industry without water, without electricity, is a non-starter.
On that note, yes.
This government is trying to correct that thing. And even the infrastructural development, the roads that are being now. The laws that are being made now,
Thanks.
all drive to the point to resuscitation of industry and therefore the availability of jobs.
Thanks, Mr. Chuma. On that note, we end our show today. We wish to thank Mr. Joseph Chuma, a former MP for Pelanda Bapopoma. He is in the Zanu PF Central Committee. We also wish to thank Mr. Tawanda Jokora of the Citizens Convergence Coalition for Change. I'll repeat that, Citizens Coalition for Change. Signing off from Maryland, this is Gibbs Tube saying good night, Zimbabwe.
And I'm Marvellous Mhlanga Nyahuye saying have a very good night.
Bye-bye.